It's Magna here. I have a replay of an online battle. Now I'm the Alamans versus the Ostrogoths. We both have Germanic nobles as our general. I brought 4 Germanic pikes. I've got 4 Protectores Defectors. Here 4 elite Germanic archers and 6 Germanic horsemen, and I've got some gold chevrons there, and my Protectores here, Defectors have got two chevrons and so on. But general, my opponent has brought these Gothic warband, 4 of them, 4 Gothic Palatina Defectors, 3 Germanic crossbowmen, 4 Germanic horsemen, and a noble Germanic horseman. And it does not have any upgrades, which is in today's times somewhat odd. Starting the battle, I had actually set up to sort of rush up a bit onto the hill here, and then, you know, thinking that the battle would be over here. This is my favourite woodland map. Seems to be I'm always fighting on it. My opponent, on the other hand, has set up, camped on the hill. He's got his cavalry out of sight, back side of the hill. So this first part of the game takes a little while because I'd already sort of given orders, and I was waiting for things to line up before I was going to change that. See what my opponent was going to do as well. I'm the sort of player though that, you know, okay, if he's camping on the hill, I will go and attack him on the hill. Which doesn't always work out well, I think, being aggressive like that, because, for example, I did have a battle earlier where I was kited, my entire army was just kited. Here are the Protectores Defectors, and, you know, these guys are a real tanky unit. They have an armour of 60, you can see it on them. They get pretty tired having to run around a lot. And they have a health of 135. So armour of 60, health of 135. They've got reasonably good attack, melee, damage, melee attack. So they're very tanky units, and they cost 575 talents. So they can form testudo, attacking testudo, so they can move in testudo, and then right at the end they'll get out and they'll charge the enemy when they get right up close. The enemy, on the other hand, has brought the Gothic warband 525. They have about half as much armour, I don't know, 60% as much health as the Protectores over there, but they have a big charge bonus of 57. So this guy, you know, this is kind of a rush army in some sense. Now he has decided to move his cavalry up this way. I've got cavalry now that I moved into the woodlands that I can move down there. I've got some pikes here that I can bring, or essentially, as you'll see, I form a bit of a line there to protect from his cavalry. And I've brought my other cavalry all the way around. As you can see, I'm going to do that. These pikes I probably should have brought over, because the opponent had moved all of his cavalry on that side, so it might have been better if I brought those pikes over. So what happens is he's advanced and he decided to come off the hill, even though I was going to go all the way over there to get him. And he's sort of constructing a bit of a box like this. He's trying to defend against this, and my archers are getting some shots. Have a look at this. He's lost 90 out of 120 now from the archer fire alone. This Gothic warband really don't have much armour, and 90, and they're getting shot on the side there too. 77, 51, they're wavering. I decided, since his cavalry was well out on the side and I was hidden in the forest, I tried to do some charges. I don't know what happened. Charges didn't really work properly. I got this charge in with this cavalry unit onto his bows. He's braced here. Even though he's braced, I'm still going to do the charges. And then, this is not shot cav, but it can still do a bit of damage there. One of the, I guess it's a mistake, or a draw, like a problem I think the opponent had is that once he had all of his cavalry over here, he had no way of my own cavalry now had free rein to charge in over there. I had my pikes here, but unfortunately I didn't have them in phalanx formation or pike ready, and they just got clobbered by all of his Germanic horsemen there in the forest. Like it was in the forest, maybe we didn't get as much charge. Here you can see now this is the Protectories actually coming in. He actually hit these Protectories from behind with his cavalry.
Our men return to the fight.
That's happening over there. But I had issued attack orders for them. I'll click on this one, so we can sort of see it. So they're moving in and they're attacking Testudo. The other thing I'm doing is I'm charging in with my cavalry over there, and boom, into those units that I don't think they can brace. And I'm charging in with other cavalry under his general in the background there. And so, he has without any spear infantry or pike infantry, I think that's what he needed, some spears and pikes. He has no defence against the cavalry, really. The cavalry has got free rein over all the units. There's the Protectories, defectors, just did the charge. Now we're doing the charge here. See, they're not really busting through, but
enemy general is fallen.
They're certainly doing a lot of damage actually with these guys.
Cowards!
So my cavalry now doing a rear charge on what remains of his infantry. The way this fight ended up was with his cavalry remaining around the middle, and then I was just surrounding it.
We have gained the upper hand.
We gained the upper hand just as we won the match. I think there was some internet lag in this game. I'm not sure. That might have caused problems with the opponent controlling or something like that. But I think. Yeah, the build, the Alamans build here on the left is certainly one that can, that can beat this Ostrogoths build. Probably because there's no real cavalry defense over here, other than the actual Germanic horsemen themselves. But he had not put them on both sides of his army. He used them on one flank, and did use them effectively. Got 179 kills, 124 kills there, 131 kills. So they got the majority of the kills for him. But that left his other flank open to my cavalry, which I'm getting 219 kills for this one, for example. So it's kind of interesting. Cavalry can really just can give the upper hand dramatically if the opponent doesn't have a way of countering it.